Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says 9:45 on Wednesday night. Back with 3 for tomorrow that showed potential, I thought, last time, and 1 we're on a recovery mission that we nearly won the last time. Traded 1 to 6 or something, but we got scuppered. So I might try and get a few pound back off him. Although I prefer the race to be longer. For a change, we have a video to report a winner. A 2-point winner at that. Brock Dance. I thought he drifted out to 5 to 1 this morning. I was saying he must be putting the handbrake on and staying behind, trying getting a handicap rating. So, bit of late money into 7 to 2. And then he was in second place behind the favourite. I wasn't worried about the one in front. I was more worried about the one behind. I heard a man saying that years ago. The jockey hopped off. He was finished 5th. And he says, would you bait the 4 in front again? He says, I would. He says, but I don't know what would I'd bait behind. So similar to that, the Irish horse in behind. So it's only the 2 finished. 4 cash paid 9 something as well. Had that for a few quid. The original favourite was pulled up. And Silver in Disguise, for a horse that stayed the distance before, I couldn't understand. He was under the cosh after about 1.5 miles. And the winner gambled on from 14s to 4s, didn't stay or didn't look like staying when he ran at 3 mile and 3-1 before, and stepping him up to 3-6 today, absolutely hosed up. It's amazing what they can do when the handbrake is off. And the one in Dundalk drifted out to 11 to 2, 6 to 1 or something. The draw is the killer there. If I knew it was going to be that price, I'd have recommended to back it each way. But all told, we made a few pounds today. I was meant to wish someone a happy 50th birthday, and I was just looking there, and the comment seems to be gone. Sometimes that happens. You see a comment up, and the next thing the comment disappears, and I don't know where they'll go to, or what does happen to them. Do they take them down, or does YouTube take them down, or what? But I don't go near them at all. But I seen that this morning. Happy birthday, happy 50th. I don't know, whoever it was anyway. Happy 50th. I recognised the name at the time, but it's gone off the comment section now. Tomorrow, there's a handicap hurl there. I don't know. There's a precautionary inspection in Newcastle heavy ground at 7:30, so I don't know is that going to go ahead or not. But there's a favourite there, Free Pedro. It hasn't run since March, and it seemed a little one-paced, I thought, when it ran. But I'm taking on the favourite with Classic Maestro. It's a 5-year-old. It had 3 runs for Mags Mullins over a pint of pints. And then first run at 2.5 mile. Ran a nice little race to Supremely West when it was 4th of 8, only beaten 10 lengths, but it wasn't that far back. And the favourite actually was 13 to 2 on. And then the last time, Enox Allen was a 1 to 3 shot. And this was a maiden hurl. And it ran, the ground was heavy, and it ran pretty decent, I thought.
As into the back straight they head and towards the 3 flights of hurdles over there. Flight number 7's going to be next up, Enox Allen, by 3 parts of a length. 2 Kingston Rock, who jumped up well to the outside over that flight. Cream of the West lands in 3rd once again. Then Classic Maestro, Man from Inverlochie, and Smart Lady. As the pace increased just a little bit perhaps as they run towards flight number 8. Enox Allen to the inside of Kingston Rock, land 1st and 2nd. Cream of the West over in 3rd. Classic Maestro back in 4th place. Then came Smart Lady, who's now just gone by Man from Inverlochie. I think that's just about been the only change in the order so far. As they run now towards this Second last, got to run to it over on the back straight. Beginning to head downhill at this point. Inoxelen from Kingston Rock and Cream of the West. Classic Maestro back in fourth place. Manfred Inverlochy and Smart Lady dispute last. Into the dip over on the far side. Inoxelen then. Short price favourite leads by a neck to Kingston Rock in second. Length and a half away to Cream of the West. Classic Maestro looming up towards the outside in light blue and pink. And then Smart Lady, followed by Man from Inverlochy as they size up 2 outs. Inoxelen over in front from Kingston Rock. Classic Maestro makes ground toward the outside. Then Cream of the West and Smart Lady is latched on to be very much a handy fit. It's about 3 or 4 lengths away then to Man from Inverlochy. As they've gone so slowly, there's still quite a few of the chances. They begin to race uphill and on towards the final straight. One more to take in the Simon Waff Racing Northumberland Racing Club Maiden Hurdle Contest. Inoxelen, the favourite, shows by only a length to Kingston Rock, and right in behind with the noseband is Cream of the West. A little bit wider out Classic Maestro now begins to throw down the effort to Inoxelen, who for the first time gets a bit of a shake of the reins. Inoxelen hounded to the outside by Classic Maestro. Cream of the West ridden for more in third. Then Kingston Rock well then clear from Smart Lady. On the run down towards the final hurdle. Inoxelen found a length over Classic Maestro. At the last, Inoxelen over in front to Classic Maestro lands second. Cream of the West back in third. It's Inoxelen, a point-to-point winner in Ireland back at the spring, doing enough to win on hurdles debut. Inoxelen the winner.
Just that was a long finish. I watched the finish. It's never that long. Apologies for having so long. I couldn't speed it up. It wouldn't allow me to do it. The betting is 3-1. The other one is 5-2, 11-4. In the 12:30 tomorrow, the horse that I mentioned at the start, I'd prefer if this race was longer. No Cruise Yet. But if we look at his form, that was in the Durham National to Tommy Bowe. Just 3 miles 5. But if we go back to 2021, he fell first time out and then he won by a length and a half, 5-2 favourite. But that was off 88, which was in Sedgefield. And then last year in October he was second by a short head to D Star, and then he won by a head 3 miles 4 at 9-2 favourite off 109. The last year he was 114, and just 3 miles 5 first run of the year, the Durham National. But we looked all over a winner after we jumped in the last.
Just have the lead over Tommy Bowe and James Best up against the inside rail. Brian Hughes around the outside on Jerryville, followed by Jesuitique and Charlie Hammond. Sean Bowen in the all blue on the Abbey, and a break of 3 lengths then back to Kevin Brogan and D Star. Heads are turning back towards home. 3 furlongs to go, 2 plain fences to take in the Vickers.bet Durham National of 2023, and the 2 who have duelled for the lead throughout still hold sway. Tommy Bowe on the inside. On the outside, No Cruise Yet as they rise at the second last. No Cruise Yet on the inside, Tommy Bowe. Jesuitique tries to rally. Down the outside is Jerryville, who is also now launching a powerful and potent challenge. Down inside the final furlong and a half. Still 4 of them lining up across the track. A grandstand finish to the Durham National. It's No Cruise Yet on the far side, Tommy Bowe. Then Jerryville and Jesuitique. The 24th and final fence, No Cruise Yet, led by about half a length. Tommy Bowe on the inside, fighting back tenaciously. A half furlong to go. Tommy Bowe or No Cruise Yet, racing up towards the line. Tommy Bowe has won the Durham National. No Cruise Yet, Jesuitique and Jerryville.
After 3 miles 5 and 48 yards, we were beaten by a head. He was off 3-1. He was a bit bigger that day. A bit bigger in price earlier. Tommy Bowe actually won since off a 3 pound higher mark. So 2 miles 7. Like I'd prefer if it was actually 3.5 miles, because he wins a second run every year. That East Street, decent enough horse, hasn't won back to back, but Sue Smith is on fire lately. I think she has 3 out of the last 5 winners. But we'll go on a recovery mission, will we? Where am I here? 74-13 days. Off we go to Taunton. Novice handicap chase 2 miles 7. Decent enough contest. But we have a horse there, game winner, for Harry Durham and Paul O'Brien. Lightly raised gelding by Diamond Boy. Ran in the bumper first time out, showed a bit of potential when it was fourth, when it was with Paul Nichols. Transferred then to Harry Durham when he set up. And won second time out in Kimpton. Won by 23 lengths, in fact. To second, only beaten 5.5 lengths. Then in a novice hurdle, it was beaten by that Twin Jets as a decent horse. And then it was put into novice chase, first time in Sandown. And La Patron that went on to win the Grade 1 at the weekend. That's him out in front. I went away from him altogether and he has 3 races won since, when he was second for us twice last year. That's game winner, the white hat. He makes a bit of a mistake. I think he would have finished second in this race.
Final time coming up with ears pricked.
He was lucky he wasn't on his hole at the second last, but he stayed on well. And I think to step up in ground would be all right. The favourite actually is Hardy Boy. Well, that's the first time Visor does a thing to him. He doesn't seem to want to win. We were on him. Oh, there's money for game winner now. He was second favourite there a while ago when I was first put up that page. He's gone favourite now, so a bit of money for him. That's the selection in that race. In the 12:35 at Naas, this is a horse. There's a horse here of Willie's. First time for Gigginstown. It ran in France. It's actually a half-brother to that Quai du Paris that was all the rage for summer races last spring, and it didn't turn out. And there was a big gamble on it a couple of times. It didn't turn out to be the same on the track it was at home. It was a horse that was mentioned to me by one of the staff in when we done the tour of the yard last year, a year ago. I was looking at the video of it was sort of workmanlike, but there's a horse I'm taking it on at Fenway Park. I was in Ballinrobe when that made its debut in a bumper, and there was a nice bit of word for it. It went off step to second favourite to a Sam Curling horse, but it got interfered with and it didn't run its best, and handbrake was put on then. But the last time in Cork, Chris Jones doesn't have any bad nags. Gigaro was second in it, and that came out and won by 9 lengths. That was first time over hers. Fenway Park was first time over hers. Flamborough was the 7-4 favourite, had a bit of experience, and went off favourite. Owned by 10. Fenway Park is in
the outside is Glenkill. Fenway Park
Indiana
is
Jones
close
colours
behind
there.
him. As they approach the third last flight, spread across the track, Flamborough has come there in the centre. Gigaro now stands side, jumping up between them and making a slight mistake. Fenway Park, Glenkiln is behind them. The Dawn is weak, and then winning Smut and Jasmine Decott as they head on towards the second last. Flamborough to the left, Gigaro near side. Flamborough led by a length and a half, maybe 2. Jumped it better than Gigaro and goes away as they head down to the final flight. Flamborough stretching on. 4 or 5 in front, Gigaro second, Fenway Park in third as they jump to last. Flamborough over and clear, Gigaro second, Fenway Park third, and then Glenkill. But Flamborough will win for Darragh O'Keefe and Tom Gibney. Gigaro second, Fenway Park third, Glenkill staying on fourth, and then winning Smart.
He jumped shotgun throughout the race, and he bunny hopped the last one there. He's second favourite as well, taking on the Fav. That cut the rope. He was decent enough first time out, and he fell the last day. The Art, that was in the bumper in Cheltenham. He's one of the only few that has to win a race yet. But he was only, this is first run back, isn't it? His. So Fenway Park taking on the Fav. That's about it, isn't it? I was looking at the handicaps in Navan, but Naas it's on. They were too difficult, and they're qualified riders. No, that wasn't the 255. Poppy Rose ran well enough and ran up the hill well in Navan the last time. I don't know who Mr. S. Connor is. Rob James is riding Young Fitzy. That was third the last time. Rob James is a good booking for that. Keep an eye on the betting. Anyway, that's me done and dusted. Bash the bookies, over and out.